Hey guys, welcome back to the shed. And wow, look how great it looks. I mean, it still has a ways to go, but notice there's actually space on the floor. I can get in here, so I'll be able to fit my trainer in pretty easily. It's been busy. It's a giant TV that I got. Um, in that box right there is a new wall unit AC, and I need to replace the one that is there. Um, that one doesn't work. It hasn't worked for quite a while, and I think it just got fried in this Florida heat. You can't really keep anything out here that's like that hard plastic because it just becomes brittle. Um, like I had a collection of really cool water bottles from all over the place for my travels, and I went to pull them out and look at them, and they just shattered in my hand. So it really sucked. I had some cool ones. I had some cool ones from Europe and Asia, and yeah, shops that are no longer in business, events I did, that kind of stuff. So that's anyhow. But yeah, so the shit's coming along. Big significant change in here is that and this is going to shock people in the bicycling community, I gave away 3 bikes. I gave away my mountain bike, my cruiser, and my daughter's bike. So don't freak out. My daughter is almost 16 and is driving now. And the last thing she wanted was a little kid's girl's bike. So anyhow, but it's getting cleaned up. And I've got plenty of room here for my trainer once it comes in. I have not ordered it yet. Waiting on Uncle Sam to get me my tax return. That's what we're buying it with. And it'll be going in right here. So what I've got set up is I am going to be going on to Zwift. I'm going to stream it onto that Mac. We're close enough to the house that I can get a good Wi-Fi signal. So I'm going to run, I have Zwift on my old Mac, and then I still have to tweak it a bit, but I have it hooked up to this giant TV as an external monitor. And so I'm going to be running that since I can't see Will. The larger the monitor, the better. I'm a little concerned about the resolution, but once I get it up and going, like I said, I still have to tweak it a little bit. I haven't been able to sync the 2 displays yet. I have it connected. There's one HDMI port on that old Sony, and I have Lightning to HDMI set up. It's just a matter of tweaking the preferences on both the TV monitor and my Mac to get them all working together to be happy. And then once I do that, I'll see what it looks like. We'll see. Hopefully this monitor will work. It's old, but it's in great condition. At the time, it was bleeding edge. So hopefully that's going to be sufficient. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm going to do. Hopefully I can get these 2 synced up. My fallback plan is to get a Apple TV and run either full gas or Zwift on it, but my preference is Zwift. I would also like to try out Ruby, although Ruby does not have a Mac version, so that kind of sucks. But hopefully they'll make a Mac compatible version that I can run. There's also the opportunity to run it off of my iPhone to the TV, but that's just that can't be a good thing. So and I don't have an iPad current enough to run the full gas or the Ruby app. That is my bike. That's my Colnago Oval Titan behind my grandmother's rocking chair. But anyhow, I'm gonna do a video just on that bike coming up soon because it's really unique, and there's a couple of videos of people's Colnago Oval Titans, but nothing that talks about the bike because it's a really interesting story, really interesting bike. It is when I was still riding. It's old. It's from 1999, but I tell you what, I could keep up with the newest, best and greatest road bikes out there, full carbon, all that mess. But you know, like I was first told way back when I started riding in the 80s, it's not about the bike, it's about the rider. So That bike took me as far as it could take me, and it's a beautiful bike, and I'm glad, even if it's only going to be on a trainer, that it's going to be back rolling again. And in fact, I'll be switching out the rear wheel. That's a Roval wheel. Again, I'll talk about that in my Colnago story. But that's a Roval wheel, and it actually has a Shimano cassette on it. Even though I'm running all Campy, the old Campy would work with Shimano cassette. And it's pretty good. There is some cross-chaining issues, but it's nothing horrible. I could still ride it. But for the trainer, since weight isn't a problem, I'm gonna I have a old set of they're up here. Old set of Regita CSBs that I bought when I built out that bike, and they were great wheels. They're just heavy, but those wheels have a Chorus rear hub with a Campy cassette, so it shifts perfectly. There's no cross-chaining issues, anything like that. So I'm going to be throwing that wheel back on there. I just need to get a training tire. So I'll be picking one of those up when I order my, I'm getting the Wahoo Kicker Snap. It's wheel on, so I save a little bit of money. And since I am running Campy, I don't have to worry about getting the adapter and also getting the freewheel tool or taking it to the shop to have them remove the cassette and throw it on there. Now the only thing I am concerned about is that this bike's old, and there was no such thing as a compact Grupo at the time. And when I lived in Switzerland and rode this bike, that's where I bought it actually. Well, I bought it in Italy, but I was living in Switzerland at the time. I actually ran a triple. Campy. I had a Campy record triple, front rear derailleur, and obviously crankset, that you may see on eBay pretty soon. But anyhow, that was the only way I could survive going up those incredible mountain climbs. So I'm a little concerned that when I get on a Zwift or Ruby and I'm trying to climb a 14% grade, that I'm not going to be able to do it. But I have ridden this bike in this configuration up some 14% grades. We have some in Central Florida, not many. They're very short, punchy. But I did survive, not comfortably, but you can make it up there. I think that's I think I'm running 1122, something like that, 1123. It's designed for flats racing. It's not designed for climbing. So we'll see how that works out. May have to, Lord knows, I may have to throw my triple back on. We'll see. But anyhow, I can't wait to get that bike rolling again. I miss cycling so much. That's why I'm starting this whole project. Just my eyes can't keep up with my cycling, and it's not worth getting myself hurt. God forbid getting somebody else hurt. And I love my family too much. I love my life too much. I don't want to be all messed up or dead. And yeah, my last ride, I'll talk more about in another video, but my last ride really woke me up and really made me realize that I needed to stop. My eyes can't handle riding 18 to 25 miles an hour. My brain can't, I can't see well enough. So anyhow, so that's it for today, but hopefully next video I'll be loading in the Kicker Snap and getting it all set up, and I hope to do a video about the nuts and bolts of setting it up, because there's tons of videos out there, but they jump some sections that I think they shouldn't jump. So, and I've watched all of them, and there's some great videos out there, and but there's just a couple things that I'm just not sure about. So anyhow, again, thanks for watching, and this is Brian the Blind Cyclist signing off, and hopefully next time you'll see me rolling. Take care. Bye.